Hi, my name is Caitlin Lull, and I will be presenting on the Masters in Teaching program at St. Martin's University, located in Lacey, Washington, focusing on elementary education. I decided to pursue my master's in teaching because I always felt passionately about working with children, and even as I continued my degree in psychology, I was noticing that I felt more compelled to teach than I did to study psychology. So while I'm continuing with my bachelor's and going to graduate with a bachelor's in psychology, I do plan on pursuing a master's in teaching. And I'm also currently working as an AmeriCorps member at a local elementary school, serving as a math intervention specialist as well as an after-school program coordinator, and I truly feel my passion is being directed in this way. So here's the information for St. Martin's University for their Master's in Teaching program. So what are the requirements to apply? A student must have a bachelor's degree from an accredited university, a 3.0 GPA, and passing scores on all three West B exams. The West B exam is a basic test that future teachers must take in order to prove that they're meeting the basic qualifications to teach. The following requirements also include the GRE, or the Graduate Record Exam, with cumulative scores posted as follows. Or a student can take the MAT, which is another form of graduate exam. And finally, the student must also pass all pre-professional courses with a C or higher. And here are the pre-professional courses required at St. Martin's University. And as you can see, most of them are met by general ed credits that we've taken at Central Washington University. And in addition, for my interest area in elementary education, there are natural lab sciences, U.S. history, and world history, which I've also taken just based on my basic classes needed for graduation. So here are the steps on how to apply to St. Martin's University. You must complete their generalized online graduate school application, submit all of your test scores and official transcripts from all universities attended, 3 letters of recommendation, submit your curriculum vitae, or a detailed listing of the courses and work that you've done that apply to this major, submit your fingerprints through OSPI, which is the Office of the Superintendent of Public Instruction, submit your character and fitness form, which is the form that details all of your legal history and your ability to be employed as a teacher. Submit your character and fitness form, like I said, attend an advising appointment, which is with a Master's in Teaching specific advisor, and also complete your on-site essay, which is like when we applied for Central, there was an essay component. This is also an essay component, but it must be completed in person. So how long will the degree take to complete? Well, this depends on if you do full-time or part-time schooling. This could be anywhere from 2 to 5 years, and 114 to 119 credit hours over semester hours. You can contact St. Martin's Master's in Teaching office directly to discuss the timeline and your future. So what will I be learning in a Master's in Teaching program? I'll be learning skills to use in the classroom with children and acquiring skills to pass the West E exam, which is the advanced exam that teachers must take in order to be certified. In addition, I'll be preparing for student teaching under the instruction of other teachers, learning to understand curriculum, and also learning to teach multiple subject matters, and obtaining new skills to work with children, and also gaining knowledge to pass all teacher certifications. I did some more research into what you can do with a Master's in Teaching and what career outlooks look like. So, with a Master's in Teaching, you can teach at the grade levels in which you are certified. So in my instance, that would be kindergarten through 5th grade for elementary education. You could continue on to doctoral studies in certain focused areas, work with curriculum companies to benefit curriculum for students in the future, say in math or reading, work for professional tutoring centers, or become a lecturer at the community college level. And the career outlook for elementary level teachers is looking pretty great. There's about a 12% growth in need for teachers between 2012 and 2022, according to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. And in addition, if you have a certification or an endorsement in English as a second language, you are way more likely to be hired. And I did some research into the pay for teachers, and the median wage in 2012 was $53,400. The lowest 10% earned $35,630, and the top 10% earned $83,000 or more. Now, this is determined based on how long you've been teaching, whether you have a bachelor's, master's, or doctoral, and in which state and school district you're teaching in. I hope you enjoyed my presentation and you've learned more about St. Martin's and the programs that they offer. And here's my reference slide. Thank you and have a great evening.